Well then, hi guys. Back for I think, what was this, 5th circuits now? So, quite like last week. Again, we're going to be joined by a chair again this week. So if you haven't got one, quickly pause the video, go and grab yourself one. Ideally looking for a strong, stable one, so you can put a bit of weight through it and it's not going to move around too much. We're not going to use the chair too much, so if you don't have one, it's not the end of the world. Today's circuit, I'm going to start off again today with our warm-up and then go into our first circuit, and then Paul, I'm going to hand you over to Paul for the second half. The way it's going to work is we're going to do 3 mini circuits. So first circuit I'm going to do with you is going to be a leg circuit, 8 exercises, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Then hand you over to Paul, he's going to do an upper body and core circuit, again same format, and then finish off with a cardio circuit. So sort of 3 mini circuits within the big one today. You could in fact just do one and pick one body part, like say the leg circuit, and just do that 3 times. But we're going to run through each body part so you know you've got something for each one. So without further ado, I'm going to start with the warm-up and we'll get ourselves going. So I'm going to start with the usual hip opener. So I'm going to be in my press up position. I'm going to bring my foot to my hand. I'm going to drop the back knee, lift the chest, try and keep the back nice and straight. So I'm going to do one each side on that one. I'm then going to come into 2 press ups. And then 2 downward dog. Slight bend in the knee if you need to. Slight bend in the knee and pushing heel back into the floor. And back to our hip opener again. So one each side. Trying to bring your foot nice and flat next to your hand. A little couple of seconds hold. 2 press ups. Obviously go into kneeling press ups if you need to. And then 2 downward dogs, pushing the heels back as far as we can. Slight bend in the knee if you need to. And once more through on that one. It's a hip opener. And 2 press ups. It's 2 downward dogs. Push them back. Nice. Next combination, we're going to go into a lunge one. So, forward lunge, twist one way, twist the other. I'm going to go nice and tall. Back knee comes down. So I'm just going to try and stretch that back leg. So squeeze the glute on that one. Hold that for 10 seconds. Then I'm going to move forward, knee over toe. And then bring the leg a little bit straight, so move backwards. Come in, forwards. Come back, backwards. So I'm going back, little stretch through the back of the leg. Going forwards, just trying to drive the knee over the toe. One more time on that one. Rocking back, rocking forward. Nice, back into our lunge position, hands overhead. We're just going to do 5 split squats. Knee comes all the way down to the floor. Just touch in, try not to rest any weight. One more. Lovely. Back to standing. Other way this time to come into our lunge. I'm going to twist one way, twist the other. Nice and tall the hands. Drop down, weight onto the back knee. Squeeze the glute. Trying to stretch that back leg, the hip flexor in that back leg there. So just pushing the hips forward ever so slightly. Holding that position. Then we're going to go into our rocks and knee over toe. Leg comes out straight, sitting back here to the back leg, stretch the back of the leg there, back in, knee over toe, rocking back, once more on that one, so rocking forward again, and then rocking back, stretching the hamstring, and back into our lunge position, hands overhead. And just dropping down, 5 split squats, nice and tall. Nice long stance, so we should feel a little bit of a pull through that back leg, bit of a stretch. Lovely. Lastly, we're going to go into our lunge clock. Just going to move my chair so I've got space on this one. So starting off, we'll lunge forward at 12. Now I'm going to go round to 3 o'clock, so a lateral lunge on that one. Back at 6, then out at 9, And then we're going to finish with either a squat jump or a tuck jump. So I'm going to get a tuck jump, knees to chest. Moving back, forward, back round. So we're going to do this 4 times. So the lunges forward and back. Just alternate which legs you're using for them. And then a little jump in the middle. 2 more times round. Jump in the middle. Once more. Lovely, good stuff. Right, we're going to get stuck in the circuit now. So it's going to be leg round. Make sure you just set your chair up, get your mat ready, and we're going to get going. Right, hope you're feeling a bit warmer now. We're going to go into our first mini circuit, which is going to be lower body with me. So 8 exercises, 30 seconds on each exercise, 30 seconds rest. First exercise we're going to start with today is a curtsy lunge. I'm just going to quickly show it before I start the timer. So quite like a reverse lunge where you're stepping back, but we're just going to be stepping round. So pick whichever leg you want to start. What I'm doing is stepping round. And now I'm going to come up into a high knee position. You don't have to do that high knee. You can just come up into a stand if you want to. So just reaching around as far as I can, up into my high knee on that one there. Start the timer and we'll get going. Let's go. So reaching around, up into my high knee. We've got 30 seconds. We're just trying to do as many as I can for this one. Now, if you find this quite hard, it's probably going to be the balance that's probably the most challenging thing. You can change this just to a standard reverse lunge where you're stepping just straight back rather than wrapping your back leg round. Don't really mind what you do with your arms. Use them for balance, whatever you need to do for that one there. Nice, good. And then obviously, second rep, we're going to do exactly the same just on the other leg. So again, if you want to make it easier, just go for your reverse lunge. You step back, come back in, step back, come back in on that one there. Let's get ourselves set up. Got 5 seconds as we get going. Let's go. Wrapping round, coming up. Wrapping round, coming up. Again, don't have to do that high knee bit if you don't want to. I'm just trying to get through as many reps as I can for the 30 seconds. Should feel this burn on the outside of the hip. Nice. Next one, we're going to move into hamstring bridge. This is where you're going to need your chair. What we're looking for this one, I'm going to do single leg. You can do double if you want to. 1 foot on the chair, heel on it, toes pointing up. Other leg I'm just going to hang in the air. Head, back, back. I like to put my arms across the chest for this one. All I'm going to be doing, lifting the hips, coming back down. Let's go. So lift the hips, back down nice and slowly, back up. That's all we're doing. Make it easier, go for your double leg. We are doing 2 reps on this one, so we will do the right leg the next rep once we've had a rest. Looking to try and lock my hips out at the top. As I come down, just touching the bum, don't rest my weight, and back up again. Keeping a good pace on that one there. Lovely. Have a little rest. So we should be feeling that one in the hamstring, which is on the back of the leg, just through there. So I'm going to switch legs now. Again, if you're doing this double leg, just go for exactly the same again. Both legs on the chair. When we're bridging up as well, try and almost pull the chair into you a little bit, because that's going to help activate your hamstrings rather than your quadriceps. And off we go. So this one, you don't actually want to go too fast. You want a little bit of control, just to keep the tension in the hamstring. Nice, good work. Next we've got a pulse squat. So standard squat stance. For a pulse squat, we're going to go down all the way, and then we're just going to come halfway back down, halfway back down. So we're never coming back to the top for this one. Again, find this hard, just go into your standard normal squat without the pulse. Off we go. So down all the way, up halfway, back down, up halfway, back down. That's all we're looking for. Never fully straightening the legs. So the tension is always going to go through the legs, particularly the quads for this one. Again, hands wherever you fancy. I like mine out in front just to help my balance. I'm trying to keep my chest up nice and tall, knees pointing out slightly. Nice. Next one, we've got our glute bridge. So just coming down into our glute bridge position now. So this is similar to the Hamilton bridge, just on the floor. Heels nice and close to the bums, as close as I can. We can either do a double or a single leg variation on this one. I'm going to do the double, so what we're going to do, start the timer, hands across the chest, just bridging up. 2-second pause at the top, tap the bum, back up again. That's all we're doing. Single leg, exactly the same. Just going there, back down on that one there. Obviously you'll have to switch halfway on this one, because we're only doing the 1 rep. So really focus on squeeze the glute, squeeze the bum at the top, come back down. The glute should be the thing that's driving this hip extension, so that upward movement. Nice, good work. Next into a prisoner squat. So this time we're starting in a kneeling position. What we're simply doing, start kneeling back onto the heels, sitting back onto the heels I should say, coming up, one leg into a squat, back up, squat down, leg down, back onto the heels. And off we go. So coming nice and low, up to the top, back down, back into the kneeling position. Try and alternate legs each time as you do this one. You don't have to do the whole thing. If you find this hard, you can just do the squat if you want to, rather than coming all the way back down. Nice, good work. Right, we've got one more left. Squat jumps to finish. So this one nice and simple. I like to go hands on hips. Up to you really where you have your hands. Hands on hips for me. Sort of not all the way squat down, sort of half squat down, jumping up. Like so. Last 30 seconds and then we're going to have a rest. Let's go. So as many as we can now. This is the last one for the legs, so we can really try and burn through them as many as we can. We're already at halfway. Let's keep it going. 5 seconds. Lovely, good work. Right, we're having a minute's rest now. Grab a drink. I'll hand you over to Paul for the second half of the circuit now. Again, like I said at the start, you've got the choice. You could just do that leg circuit 3 times if you wanted to. Paul's going to go for upper body and core next, and then cardio to finish. You can do 3 different ones, all 3 the same, up to you. Thanks very much for that. I'll hand you over to Paul. Have a lovely rest of your day. See you later.
Thanks, Toby. So we're going on to the second mini circuit of today, which I'm sure Toby told you is going to be core and upper body. Same timings, we're going to be doing 30 on, 30 off. So first exercise is going to be our press up. Probably know the alternatives by now. Your normal press up from the feet. If you want to go from the knees, then that's fine as well. Still always trying to keep that nice straight back position. So 30 seconds of one of those, and then I'll go for the next exercise in the break. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Press ups to start. So if you need to change between different versions, that's fine. We're only doing each exercise one time through. Okay, dish hold next. So with this one, feet out in front, chest nice and lifted, and then we're just leaning back and finding a point where you're having to start to work through the abs and the core. When we've reached that point, we're just lifting the feet off the floor and holding that for time. If you need a short rest, then you can always pop the feet down to the floor and then lift them back up when you're ready. Okay, 30 seconds. If you want to make it more difficult, then just make your body longer. So legs will go out further and then you'll lean back further, so that makes it more difficult. Good, hold in that position.
3, 2, 1.
Time with that one. Press up hold next. So we're going to bring your chair in. So a couple of versions, kneeling press up hold from the knees, holding that position on the incline press up. You can go from the feet, or you can go for a decline press up, which I'm going to go through. Just feet up, holding the press up from that position. Okay, choose one of those, and off we go. Good, squeeze in the glutes, so keep that back in a good position. Okay, if you need a rest, you can just rest for a couple of seconds and come back when you're ready.
3, 2, 1.
Good, next exercise is a YTW. So it's more one for the backs of the shoulders. Line straight. Trying to switch off all the muscles in the lower body, so switching the hamstrings and the glutes off, and then we're going for this I position, into the T position, and then a W, and then a Y. So holding each one for a couple of seconds, squeezing between the shoulder blades into the T, thumbs pointing up if you can, into the W, again that slight turn up of the thumbs, and out into a Y position, head's always looking down, back to the I, T, and rest. Next one's back into the core, so straight arm plank position, so you can go either from the feet or from the knees. And then to add a bit of movement and a bit of counter rotation, going a bit wider with the feet, and then tapping shoulder to shoulder. Works on the knees as well, from there, shoulder to shoulder.
3, 2, 1.
As you can see with these, we're trying to keep the hips as still as possible. Slower and the more controlled you can be, the better. If you need to take a quick breather on these, then just going into a straight arm plank. And done. Tricep dips, so bringing the chair back in. Two versions. First one, slightly easier, feet out in front will be more difficult. Nearly there, we've just got side planks to go after this. And off we go. Something to focus on these is that shoulder position. Make sure you're not rounding forward with the shoulders. Nice. Side planks. 4 versions I'll give you on these. So I'll start with the easiest, working up to the most advanced. First one, top foot on the floor and bottom knee down. Second one, top leg up. Third one, both feet. And the most difficult one is leg elevated. And go. So if you want to have a little play around with this, you can go between different versions. You don't have to choose one for the whole time. So if you need to, you can go back to the one before. Second to last exercise on this mini circuit. Good. And other side. So choosing which one you're going to start with. Remember, elbows directly below the shoulder. Everything in line. So from the top, everything from your head down to your shoulder, hip, knee, and foot should be a nice straight line. And time. Nice, guys. So that's your upper body and core circuit done. Next one we're going to move on to is your cardio. Okay, final round. So this one's going to be our cardio round. So 30 seconds hard work, and we're always going to have that 30 seconds rest afterwards. So first of all, exercise is going to be high knees. So from here, the quicker you go, the more difficult the exercise is. Okay, 30 seconds, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So straight in, try and get a good tempo going. Faster you go, the more difficult it is. So if you need to slow it down a little, that's fine. Pick up the pace towards the end. Halfway. Good on the balls of the toes, balls of the feet. Time, good, 30 off. Next exercise is a down up plank or plank push up. So from that straight arm plank position, hips still, and then into that straight arm plank. If you want to go from the knees, then you can. Okay, starting now. If you can, try and swap the hand that you're pushing up from first of all every so often. So do 2 or 3 pushing first through the left hand, and then 2 or 3 through the right. Good. Bunny hops. If you've got a mat, then you can use that to go over. If you haven't, or if you want to make it more easy, then just smaller movements, or just imagine there's a little line for your feet to jump over. Okay, go, bunny hops. Okay, bigger movements or faster will make it more difficult. Done with those. Mountain climbers, an old favourite next. Same start position, so straight arm plank position, and then nice quick changeovers with the feet. Slightly easier, just slow it down, knees towards the opposite hand. So this is number 4 out of 8 on this circuit. Go. So settling into that rhythm. Whoops. Last couple. Good. Tuck jumps. So from there, you can either go into your tuck jump and have a little rest in between. So landing, taking a little rest, or if you want, tuck jump, bounce, and then straight into your next one. Three, 2, 1. 30 seconds, go. Alternative, if you don't want to jump, you can just go into a bodyweight squat. Time. Last 3 exercises. Skater hops are next. So going from one foot to the other. So if you've got a mat, you can go from either side. So there, into the other foot. Try and get a good tempo going. So a bit like the bunny hops, the distance you're travelling and the speed you're moving, control difficulty. As you can see, you've got a little bit of a forward lean, so we're absorbing some of that force through the hip. That will land it on as well. Good, so a little bit quicker to finish. Good, second to last one, burpees. So your normal burpee from there, or you can go step back and then into a stand. Second to last exercise. Go. Good. Nearly there with this circuit. Good. Final exercise is our plank jacks. So if we're in that straight arm plank position again, feet will just be going in and out like a star jump. Speed controls your difficulty. Last station on the cardio. Okay, off we go. Good. Last little bit, a little bit quicker. And time. Nice work, guys. So that's all 3 mini circuits done. If you want to repeat those again, you can. Or if you just want to pick out some that you enjoyed more than the others, and that's fine as well. That's done from me and Toby today. See you next week, and we'll try and think of some new exercises to keep it nice and fresh. Cheers guys, have a good week.